Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on last year's national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Boilermakers will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Got his man. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Off-play action on first down. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Schul's offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Purdue's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football.
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And they're able to make the tackle. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Rush is on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job in his fundamentals.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Hunt. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Cook. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Kick is in the air. Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Pressure is on the way, and the has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Martin. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Now the play fake. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Punt is in the air. He's got it. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Nebraska! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Runs through a tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Steps away to find some room. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Cornhuskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Husker! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got room to work. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun, the inside give. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cornhuskers are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Oh, he's got some space. And running room, and they've been able to find just all day. They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Got him downfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Huskers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Line getting set on 2nd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 2nd down coming up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Got it in the middle. It's Rich. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Joyner fighting off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.